Hello friends! Stephen A. Smith has been emphatic and still has doubts about Coach DeBoer's command, after the losses that have happened. But the question that remains is, will DeBoer silence the critics regarding LSU? Before continuing with the news, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving the news from Bama. Oh! I'm sure the latest news will surprise you. Stay until the end and tell us your opinion. Let's go! The news now. The Alabama Crimson Tide, under the command of newly arrived coach Jalen DeBoer, is going through a season of ups and downs that has left both fans and experts divided. Among them, Stephen A. Smith, one of the most forceful commentators in college football, did not hesitate to express his dissatisfaction with the current situation of Alabama after the departure of Nick Saban. On a recent episode of ESPN College Football, Smith was quick to criticize DeBoer, recalling the painful loss to Vanderbilt and emphasizing that losing to a team like that is simply unacceptable for a program with Alabama's history and tradition. That initial loss to Vanderbilt shook the team to its core, and the subsequent loss to Tennessee appears to have added to the pressure on DeBoer. Smith noted that while Alabama has since won back-to-back games against South Carolina and Missouri, the damage done by those setbacks still looms over the team's playoff future. He said the loss to Vanderbilt remains a stain that will be hard to erase and a reminder of the complexity of replacing someone like Nick Saban. Smith, in his usual bluntness, said he is still not convinced that DeBoer is the right person to carry on Saban's legacy. He questioned DeBoer's ability to lead Alabama to victories in critical games, especially the upcoming matchup against LSU, which will be crucial to the Crimson Tide's playoff ambitions. The clash with Brian Kelly's team, in the middle of Death Valley, takes on the proportions of an early playoff, as both teams arrive with 2 losses and need a win to continue in the fight for the national title. On the other hand, expectations for this match are high. Alabama enters as a 3-point favorite, and the game promises to be above average in intensity, given that both teams had a week off to prepare. Jalen Milroe, the young quarterback who carries the burden of leading the team at this delicate moment, will have to show his ability on the field and prove that, despite the interceptions and challenges, he is still capable of leading Alabama in search of glory. For DeBoer, this is more than just a game. It is an opportunity to reaffirm his potential as Saban's successor and to make his name at the helm of the team. Although he has faced severe criticism, he still has the chance to turn things around and prove that he is capable of keeping Alabama on top. If he can pull off a win over LSU, DeBoer can not only answer his critics, but also gain the confidence he needs to continue building his own legacy with the Crimson Tide. The odds, the questions, and the pressure of replacing a legend like Nick Saban make this game against LSU a game-changer for Jalen DeBoer. A win is crucial not only for his playoff chances, but also to establish his authority and show that Alabama is still a force to be reckoned with. Let's get going! Ryan Williams' arrival at the Alabama Crimson Tide has already left a lasting impression, and the story told by Jamarcus Shepard, co-offensive coordinator and receivers coach, captures the immediate impact this 17-year-old talent has brought to the team. In one of his first practices, Williams not only demonstrated his skill, but he also earned something few rookies achieve: the admiration and respect of the veterans. The reaction was almost instantaneous. The veterans, watching the youngster's performance closely, were quick to encourage the coaches to give him more opportunities, urging them to get the ball to number 2. This moment was not only a recognition of Williams' talent, but a testament to the competitive and collaborative spirit that characterizes Alabama football. The fact that the veterans wanted to see Williams in action speaks volumes about the team's culture. Shepard emphasized the unique ethos at Alabama, where commitment to performance trumps individuality. Regardless of experience or age, the players are focused on who is best prepared to execute the plays and achieve the common goal. This just-get-the-job-done philosophy shows the maturity of the group and the high standard to which all players are held. At Alabama, it's the result on the field that truly matters. This is a mentality that drives the Crimson Tide to strive for excellence in every game. And Williams, by all accounts, is living up to the expectations that his teammates have placed in him. So far, he has an impressive 35 receptions, 702 yards and 7 touchdowns, solidifying himself as one of the top receivers of the season. His numbers are not only a testament to his ability, but also reflect the confidence that the team, including the veterans, has in him. It's not common for freshmen to adapt quickly to Alabama's style of play, but Williams is emerging as an exception who promises to redefine the level of the Crimson Tide offense. He has proven that even amid pressure, it is possible to excel and contribute significantly to the team. And Williams' story goes beyond the numbers. In a scenario where veterans often dominate the plays, seeing a young man like him gain space and respect in such a short time reaffirms Alabama's commitment to putting the best players on the field. And this, of course, benefits not only the team, but also the community that follows and supports the Crimson Tide. Williams brings a new energy that has already captivated the public and promises to be full of excitement throughout the season. With his talent and the support of the group, the Alabama Crimson Tide continues even stronger on its path, with a promise that materializes in every play and a fan base that can trust in the dedication and talent of its players, veterans, and rookies. Even Feinbaum left your comments. Alabama Crimson Tide's current season brings an atmosphere of renewal and great challenges under the command of Jalen DeBoer. With the team currently in 6-2, the discussion about the chances of playoffs lit further after Paul Feinbaum's comment, which highlighted a possible prejudice in the ranking of college football playoff compared to Alabama. Feinbaum, known for his critical and direct view, addressed the possibility of the selection committee to consider Alabama's reputation and tradition in a biased way, suggesting that the program could receive an unfair advantage due to the historical weight it carries in the football scenario university. However, he emphasized, for Alabama, there is no margin for errors. This question comes at a crucial time for Alabama. After a dominant victory over Missouri, winning 34-0 and recording their second victory against a top 25 team this season, the team demonstrated renewed strength and confidence. However, the way ahead is hard, and Feinbaum himself warned, a defeat against LSU in the next game would practically eliminate the chances of Crimson Tide in playoffs. The pressure on Coach DeBoer and his players is palpable, but they seem determined to overcome any obstacle, focusing on maintaining a sequence of victories that solidifies their aspirations. In the farewell week, Jalen DeBoer took the opportunity to work on fine adjustments and ensure that the team was prepared as much physically and mentally for the challenges. He reflected with the media about this strategic break, highlighting the importance of focusing on points that needed to be improved, as well as providing athletes a physical recovery. The return to the training field was marked by high energy and an intentional and determined approach to what needs to be done to face LSU. DeBoer has been tireless in his mission to prepare Alabama for high-level clashes, keeping the team focused on execution, regardless of external discussions about the ranking. The next duel against LSU brings a significant load for both teams, with each team boasting a 6-2 record. The victory is crucial, not only to strengthen Alabama's position in the race for the title, but also to ward off doubts and criticism about the team's true capacity under DeBoer's new leadership. Coach Brian Kelly de LSU will surely be prepared to explore any weakness of Alabama, adding an even more electrifying element to this match that promises to be a watershed. With the season entering a decisive phase, Alabama's narrative under DeBoer is a mixture of expectation and fireproof. They have already faced ups and downs, but the journey is far from over. Each game from now on is a battle for respect and permanence in playoffs, something that DeBoer and his team understand deeply. Shall we remain strong in this battle? Let's keep cheering. What about our friend Milroe? We need to change this game against LSU, with your help. Let's analyze it. The Alabama Crimson Tide quarterback is at a decisive moment in his career. Under the command of Coach Jalen DeBoer, Milroe started the season with promises of greatness, appearing as one of the main bets for the Heisman and a potential first-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. However, the last few games revealed a different scenario. With inconsistent performances, especially against South Carolina and Tennessee. Milroe's future with the Crimson Tide and in the NFL entered a zone of uncertainty, making each remaining game a true test of fire. In the most recent episode of Bama Tailgate, commentator Mick Gillis brought a raw analysis of the impact of Milroe's return to Alabama in 2025, should he decide to postpone his NFL dream for another season. For Gillis, the idea of Milroe staying another year raises questions about his usefulness to the team. With young talent like Ty Simpson, Dylan Lonergan, and Austin Mack, plus five-star newcomer Keelan Russell, the competition for playing time is fiercer than ever. Milroe's stay could make it harder for new players to transition, which calls into question the decision to prioritize a veteran who has been performing inconsistently. Gillis' comments reflect a harsh reality. Milroe's career has been plagued by setbacks that have put his status in the NFL in jeopardy. His ability as a dual-threat quarterback is undeniable and continues to be a key differentiator, especially in a league that values mobility and versatility at the position. However, questions about his passing accuracy, game reading, and consistency still loom. For many, staying another year at Bama is a chance to grow and adjust. But is that enough for a player who has already experienced significant ups and downs this season? Milroe's impact on the draft can't be ignored either. The retention of a veteran quarterback whose performance is uncertain could drive away new talent looking for an immediate place, fueling a potential wave of transfers. In times of an active transfer market, Milroe's presence could be a deciding factor in the choices of future players. What is at stake, therefore, goes beyond his personal development. It is the future of the Alabama program itself. Even with Alabama recording a 6-2 record this season, Milroe's leadership is still essential. The team has gone through turmoil, with tough losses and questions about its performance. But Milroe has demonstrated maturity in his role as captain, leading with responsibility and taking on the task of reflecting the Crimson Tide's ethos. In his own words, being captain is a unique honor, and he understands that this position requires constant improvement. He has already accumulated 1,937 passing yards and 380 rushing yards, with 25 touchdowns, although his 6 interceptions reveal areas for improvement. As Alabama prepares for its pivotal matchup against LSU, Milroe and the Crimson Tide face yet another test. The team needs a win to keep its playoff hopes alive, and Milroe's performance will be closely watched by not only fans but critics alike. This upcoming game could define not only Alabama's immediate future, but also Milroe's career in college football and his journey to the NFL. Will he make it to the NFL? Or will he stay another year at Bama? Let me hear your thoughts.